Hey there people, how's it going? And what we're going to be talking about today is the Swan hydrogen peroxide. Now, peroxide has probably been in my life since I was probably 2 or 3 years old. And it's a very commonly known household supply. Yeah, well, hydrogen peroxide is disinfectant that, is used in cleaning and disinfecting minor wounds and cuts, things like that, irritated areas on your flesh. Yeah, and when I was a little boy, my mom would keep this handy. This and iodine. It was very, very good for cleaning. And what it does is if you have an abrasion, any kind of cut or something, the cool part about it was when you put this on there, it would bubble around where it was irritated. That was the indicator that, oh, it's starting to work. It's killing all the germs and all the little bad things that are, inside the cut. But yeah, peroxide works very well to disinfect. I mean, I've used it with my kids for everything. But also, if you ever have a tooth problem, like say an abscess or something around like your tooth area where it's irritated on the gum, not like a cavity or anything like that, but on the gum, where it's like kind of swollen and you can see like it's irritated in red right there. You can use hydrogen peroxide to actually clean and disinfect and flush out bacteria and bad things within your mouth to help it heal. I was instructed by a dentist of mine when I did have an abrasion on my gum in one of my back teeth that was hurting so bad to actually slush around some hydrogen peroxide in that area around that tooth 2 to 3 times a day, and lo and behold, in a couple of days the pain was gone. It really is good for when things are infected, and you need to clean it out really well. So yeah, it's really, really a nice way to get your wound cleaned. And like I said, you need to have this if you have children. Children and peroxide go hand in hand because they're going to. I mean, the thing is also, a lot of times people want to use alcohol, which is actually very good too. I mean, I would probably prefer to use alcohol to clean any wound that I have as an adult. But the downside of that is, for some reason, when you put alcohol on a wound, you can really feel it. It hurts, and for a child, it really makes the difference, It, like, they'll see the alcohol coming and you don't want, like, oh no, keep that away. But with the peroxide, in my experience, I don't feel anything. It just bubbles. And yeah, and that's kind of an attraction for children to see that bubbling happen, and they think it's kind of cool. So I prefer to use hydrogen peroxide on their little cuts and wounds that they get as children. They do not like the taste of peroxide. When you put peroxide in your mouth, this is one of the things I should have said earlier. When you're slushing that peroxide around in your mouth, be ready for when you spit it out. There's going to be a kind of a nasty aftertaste in your mouth that you're going to want to rinse out quickly. It's not like unbearable, but it's a significant taste that is not attractive. So, but it does do the job. I don't think kids can actually deal with that, but it is what it is. So, okay, well, what we've been talking about is the Swan hydrogen peroxide. All right, well, I hope you guys use this information, and I'll see you again next time. Okay? All right, bye-bye.